te va a poder dar.
Entonces, pues bueno,
Carolina Jaramillo,
realmente todos los proyectos que
del público, exacto, ya no
se van a
más
casar.
elevado de la
Y en este tema de lazo,
la gente cuando escucha la música.
La gente.
Gente, pongan atención a esta entrevista porque de verdad uno no siempre tiene la oportunidad de hablar con una gran estrella. Ella ha movido a millones con su música, esas letras que llegan al corazón, que mueven todas las fibras, y estamos a punto de recibirla en México con un nuevo tour y es un gusto platicar con LP. LP, how
What's
are
up,
you?
man? How you doing? I'm good. What's happening? You good?
I'm so happy to talk with you. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk with you about your new plans. We are waiting for you in Mexico because, well, you're going to be on tour here soon. How do you feel?
I feel great, man. I can't wait. I'm so excited to get down with the Mexican people once again. I mean, I love it there. And I have some ties there. I have some liaisons and a lot of great friends, my lady, and all that stuff. So it's cool.
Exactly. The last time you were here was for Corona Capital. Now you're gonna be with your own show, and you're gonna be on Monterrey, Guadalajara, and here in Mexico City. And El Auditorio Nacional, this is one of the most important venues around Latin America. What does it represent for you?
I mean, just I can't believe it. You know what I mean? Like that's what a big place. I mean, I'm like, wow, pretty crazy. I don't know. I feel like I just love Mexico. I love Mexican people. So it's like 4,000 Mexican people in a room is great, but 10,000 Mexican people in a room is even better.
It's a great thing, right? Imagine all of them singing their songs back. And
it's gonna be so
feeling
fun.
like you with everyone.
I'm excited, and we're in rehearsals right now, working on the show, and it sounds so dope, and I'm just I don't know, it's gonna be really excited.
You have a very close relationship with Mexico, even more. The Mexican fans are so passionate. But what Mexico has given to you that you don't receive from any place?
Well, I think that I think Mexican people are just so unique in their approach to life. Sometimes, I feel like this very familial and their friends are included in that. Like their friends are their family. They're very care about their immediate people, and also they're also very open to I think I swear this may sound like a lie, but I don't think I've ever met a Mexican person where if you're nice to them, they're not just nice back to you. You know what I mean? Like they're they just treat you the way you treat them. You know what I mean? And not in some kind of okay, they're just real. They're nice, and I always get that. All my neighbors are Mexican. Around me here in LA, and they're the same. It's just I just I don't know. I dig the realness and the warmth that I get. And it's a unique style, and I love it.
Yeah, LP, let's talk about you. Your story in music, we can define as a resilience, right? For many years, you have been fighting for your art. How could you say that that has been the most challenging part of this long-term journey?
Not allowing bitterness in my heart. It's I could still be I could still be jaded and be like, really? That's okay. No. But yeah, feeling still childlike in my approach to to music and to songs and feeling consistently inspired, and not letting the fact that this is a very opinion based career, you know what I mean? Even when it comes to fans, and you'll see it at like festivals and shit, you know what I mean? Like I love when I'm like, I'm about to do a show and there's just like a bunch of fans of like the next band, like. I once played right before The Cure, The Cure, and I love The Cure, and they were like, particularly this one woman, like a very like age appropriate like fan, like she'd been like following them since the 80s, and she's just like standing in front of me like,
what's up?
And I was like the whole time like, I love you. You're so pretty. Like just like, and it's just like, but I mean, I could do that now and laugh about it because it's like, I have so many beautiful fans and all that stuff. But I did it then too, and it was scary, like back in the day when you didn't have that many fans and people, that woman was like the world at that point, you know what I mean? Like who the fuck are you? Why do I give a fuck about you? Like, are you known at all? It's like it's tough. It's like it's like when people, I'll be at the airport and there'll be like a bunch of people taking pictures with me, and like usually some like American or something that would be like, oh my god, I don't know who you are, but should I know you? Do I know you? Like, how do you know? It's like, oh, can we take a picture together? It's like, sure, okay.
Yeah, you have options.
It's my new friend who has no idea who the fuck I am and probably doesn't care. We'll get home and go, oh my god, no. Like flip, and so it's just like shit like that, Usually it's like it's a very subjective business, and I think me coming through with this much joy and this much appreciation makes me happy, and I feel like that is my bigger than my musical accomplishment. That is the biggest accomplishment of my life, is like getting through all the gnarliness of like the rejection and people just being like, what the fuck am I looking at? It's like I mean, I don't know, what are you looking at? You're looking at anything, it's like, so it's like that kind of stuff. It's like it's it kept me going. Like just the music, the fans kept me going. Even on fucking back in the dizzle with like MySpace. You know what I mean? Like if I got like 5 comments on my MySpace message board, like I love you, I love you, I'd be like, keep going, fuck it, so I just like fans keep you going. I mean everything is fans. So like my thing with fans. Even like whenever I see fans, I mean, I've just stopped myself just because I'm with someone and we're trying to have dinner. But like, I'll just like be like, hey, all day long, because fans are everything, and I respect them, and I'm so grateful to them.
And the fans have given you the strength to continue to keep on in the music business.
Of course, it's like when all the suits are like kind of like, I don't understand. Nobody's gonna like this. Who's gonna like this? And then and then my fans are like, we are, like, there you go, dude.
Well, LP, you came from a family of lawyers, doctors. You never thought that you will be an artist. Okay.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like my oldest cousin, I remember, like, who's like a doctor, was just like, what are you gonna do? Like when I got my first major label deal, so so you he didn't say you think, but he kind of insinuated like, so you think you're just gonna be like a rock star or something? Like, you know how unlikely that is. Like,
but when did you realize?
How unlikely?
Well,
how unlikely it is that I'm gonna like spend the next 10 or 12 years in school again. You know what I mean? No, not gonna happen. So yeah, it's just like I just like, there wasn't a lot to go on, I had to break through that. I could still hear it in my head. You can't make money at entertainment, like my father or something like that. It's like, and he was wrong. So.
But when did you realize that you had this ability to move the people to through your voice?
You know, on a very small level, right away, man. You know, it's like right away. Like I just felt it, and that's what kept me going. It was like, you know, like because it like that's the thing. If you have to listen closely when your destiny or something is calling you. I think you know what I mean, and you have to be willing to know that it's like may not be so grand at first. It may not be, you know, it may be a bit of a whisper, you know what I mean? But like if it keeps going, you know, it's like, you know, it's like this and being gay were the two things that were like, yeah. You're gonna have to deal with this, man. Yeah, you're gay. You're gay, and also you need your music. Okay, yeah. And then, you know, just it's like it's gradually, hard. You know, and I used to tell a story about like, you know, the first time I ever got stoned. You know what I mean? It was just like it's like, you know, whatever in my teenager, and I was like, and it was just like you're gay, like this. Like, so I was like, oh my god, let's put that out. Let's extinguish that immediately. You know what I mean? But like, you know, it was there, and I think it was like the same thing with like, you know, music. You know, like you're. You know, like, and you got to listen to those things, you know, and I'm glad I did, you know.
In the
otherwise,
moment,
I'd probably be married and a doctor right now. I'd be married to a dude, and I'd be a gynecologist.
But now you are like a role model for many people around the world that watch on you. Yeah, really now.
Oh my god.
That watch on you this voice that represents all of them. How do you feel when you think about it?
Just so honored, you know what I mean? It's so inconceivable because they're not here right now, you know.
They're out there.
Or are they? I don't know. Yeah, just like I can't really think about it. You know what I mean? I don't. You know. You get into bed and you're just like, I'm an icon.
Yeah, you're iconic. You're iconic.
Like, could you imagine? Like, yeah, you just go like, oh, thank God, it's another day above ground. You know. I mean, yeah, it's just, you know, I'm honored. It's great. It's great.
But for example, you live hard moments in this business, right? Because not many people believe at the beginning on you, even when you have a super hit like "Lost on You." Most of them say, well, it's not, we are not caring about you, right? And then
that's okay.
you keep pursuing your dreams. Who gives you the strength to continue in that dark moment?
You know, God for one. Myself, my friends, my, you know, like the fans again, you know, it's like, listen, I'm not like, I'm just trying to carve out my little piece of existence here, you know, and do my art and serve it up to people, anybody who gives a shit, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying, like, I already got more than I need and more than I ever dreamed possible. So I'm just going to honor that and just keep putting out music, you know what I mean? And to whoever will listen. So yeah, I don't really like, you know, when I'm at a show and everybody's singing like every song, I feel great. And even if they didn't, and then they just sang Lost on You, I'd be like, fuck yeah. Thank you, God, I have Lost on You too, you know? But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm not, you know, I'm in it for the long game, you know. It's like I'm gonna leave a body of work behind that I hope is, you know, undeniable and indicative of what I went through and my little glacial movement forward of the pie. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's it, man. I don't need a fucking TikTok troll to roll up and tell me like, oh yeah, that's all you got. Like, sucker, you know what, you know, a baguette.
Yeah, talking about music, when you write a song, what do you think in order to create and hit, in order to share something special with your people, or you just let out the feelings come out?
Yeah, you make it sound more like a fart in a car or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, it's precise, man. Jesus Christ, it's precise. You know, it's not just like, oops, oh my God, I'm sorry. That song just slipped out. Fuck, you know. Yeah. No, I mean, it's there. It's sculpted for you, for your listening pleasure. I just don't like, wantonly like blowout songs. Sometimes they just appear very suddenly, but hopefully they don't disappear as suddenly. So that's the goal. Really, honestly, beyond, like I said, I'm already like so blessed and successful enough that I can enjoy stuff, but like the real joy comes from being able to like write another good song and another good song, and getting closer to my writing has been like kind of the coolest part of everything, really.
Yeah. Now you know what a song makes for you or for everybody. What can you say that is from all of your songs? What is the most special song, or the one that have been helped you in a difficult situation to go ahead?
My own or somebody else's?
Your own.
When I go back and listen to like a song like "Forever for Now," which is about my mom, I really, really, really get into that. I feel like "One Last Time" for me feels really good because it feels like, I don't know, it just kind of represents how I feel about all the people I've lost in my life, and I don't know. We've been working on "When We Touch" for my show, and it feels really good. So I don't know. I think like the whole thing, like the whole show, like or like I don't know. I don't put anything out that I first off couldn't stop listening to while I was creating it. So I'm kind of into all of them. I think there's one song on Heart to Mouth called "When I'm Over You," which I still like. I heard a blurb of it the other day online, but it wasn't finished, and I put it on the record unfinished, and now I hate fucking playing it because it's not finished and needed another part. So yeah, if you want to, like, I like all the songs, even that one, but except for that one. Yeah.
After all the things that you have lived, all has worked it, or do you regret about something?
It's like you're making me sound like Frank Sinatra. After all that I've lived, you know what? I have no regrets.
You have no regrets?
No, I don't. I have one regret. I'll tell you one regret. All right. So when I was on Warner Brothers, and they were like Rob Cavallo was taking fucking forever to put out my fucking. Sorry, Rob, but you fucked up. I had a great EP. Everybody loved it. Then you made me wait 2 years to put out a record that was already fucking done, and you made me come off the road, which I knew was a bad idea because I was getting myself set with like touring and like and getting to my people, grassroots style. And they were like, no, stay home and fucking keep writing songs because I feel like you could be like the fucking Dyke Katy Perry. Great idea. Anyway, so is that redundant? Never mind. But also, so I said, okay, I come off the road, and I just like kind of lost touch with my fans for those fucking years. It's like, and that's the only regret I have.
Well, the time is
that, and not calling Natalie Portman back that time that she called me. No, she never called me. I'm lying. I should have called you back. No, I'm totally joking. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, Churches is your last album. So in the tour, we're going to expect surprises because you don't stop writing, right?
In fact, right after this, I'm going to go writing. No, right after this. But yeah, no, I don't. I try to keep writing all the time. I wrote 2 of my favorite songs I've ever written in the last couple of weeks. It's been great.
Well, thank you so much for this interview. It was such a great to talk with you.
Man.
And,
you too.
Well,
and maybe I'll see you in Mexico on those dates. May 30th,
yeah.
I think. May 30th, May 31st. Both of them. I think both of them.
Exacto. Guadalajara, Monterrey y la Ciudad de México están esperándote. They're waiting for you.
Sí. Tijuana. Yeah.
Exactly.
Amazing.
So thank you so much for this interview, for having the opportunity to talk with you. And we can wait to see you on the stage again.
Thank you very much. I'm excited too. Thank you. Bye, Marco. Adiós.
Listo, pues bueno, esto fue la entrevista con LP. No se pierdan obviamente los conciertos que estará dando con su nuevo tour, que además estará yendo también a Europa y a muchos lados presentando su música y llevándonos esta experiencia en la que mueve todas las fibras y todos los sentimientos. Yo soy Marco Rivero y nos vemos en la siguiente entrevista.